Oh, jam! Hello. This is a Chewie vlog. It's story time. I also have Steph here with me.
Hello.
Because we're going to play Overwatch once this story is over. So, today, I got a call for a drive. Because as you guys may know, to pay the rest of the bills, I drive for a local car dealership. Blah, blah, blah. Right? Okay. So, I get a call. Can you go to, let's call it, well, we'll just call it Winston. Can you go to Winston at 1 o'clock? And I'm like, no, because I'm having lunch. I have a lunch appointment. I had lunch with Molly. I was like, I can go at like 1:15, 1:30. He was like, sweet. You just got to have the car back by 3:30. I said, okay. So after lunch, we had Mexican food. Oh, it was glorious. Anyway, it's too much. And we're like, bleh. And then I go to the dealership in Greensboro. So I live in Kernersville. So for you guys, I live here. Greensboro is over there, and Winston is over there. I live dead center in between them, okay? Okay. So I drive to Greensboro. And they're like, here, take this piece of crap and bring us back this. And he gives me a printout. It was like, here, talk to this guy, there you go. I said, sweet. And I go to the receptionist to get, a dealer tag. And while I'm talking to her, a salesman runs up and goes, hey, Chewie, you're going now, right? And I was like, yeah. He's like, good, because they're going to be here at 2. It's like 10 after 1. I'm like, 2? He said 3:30. He's like, well, he lied to you. I was like, ugh. So now there's a rush because it's like an hour or slightly more drive to do this, and I've got 50 minutes. So it's not possible, but he's like, just try to be here by 2:30. I was like, okay. And so I go find the car. It's out back. I find the car. I get in. It's got no gas. But because there's a rush, I could go back in, get the gas card, go fill it up, come back, give her back the gas card, fill out the receipt with all the information, or I could just put some money in it, or like pay for it, and go. And then attach the receipt to my pay sheet. So I just do that because it's faster. I put $5 in it because I'm just going to Winston. That's plenty. And I won't be the one to bring it back, so, because it's not supposed to come back. So, So I'm trucking to Winston. I get there, and I go in, and I'm like, hey, I'm here to pick up, like, Greensboro sent me to get this. And they're like, it's going to be a few minutes, man. Just go wait. And I was like, okay. So sit. I don't sit. I lean up against a pillar, and I'm just like, because mind you, please get it back quick. All right, so I'm just waiting. And I text the boss. I'm like, hey, just so you know, tell the salesman there's going to be a delay because they told me to wait outside. He's like, ask for this guy. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's the guy who told me to wait outside. He went, oh, damn. So wait for another few minutes, and finally he goes, all right, sorry, what can I do for you? I'm like, I just need this Toyota Tundra to take it back. And he goes, what? And I'm like, yeah, the keys are hanging right there. Because I'd already checked the VIN number and the stock number. And he goes, you can't have that one. I'm like, oh? He's like, we've got a customer coming up from South Carolina to pick that up today. And I went, oh. So there's a pause. So I text the boss. Hey, man. He says you can't have it. He's like, Michael's holding it for me. Like, he said Michael's holding it for him. He's like, Michael's the one who wrote this note. There's a customer coming to pick it up from South Carolina. I was like, oh. Apparently you can't have it. He goes, son of a... And then there's a pause, and he goes, I wonder if he's supposed to get the '06 Toyota Tundra and he instead. And I'm like, hey, man, am I supposed to pick up the '05 or the '06? He's like, the '06! I'm like, you dumbass. You gave me the printout for the '05. He's like, oh. So he goes, okay, well, problem solved. Here's the keys. Thanks a lot. And I was like, thank you. And I leave. I get in the truck. It's right by the door. I don't have to go searching around the dealership. I'm like, yeah. And I get in and I pull away. And I look in the rearview mirror and I see nothing. Because it had a bed cover. A Tundra is a big-ass pickup truck, you know?
Yeah.
The bed cover had popped up and was just open. And I'm like, ah! Luckily, like, I haven't even remotely started to get out of the parking lot yet, because you got to go down and around the back and around like this to get out of the parking lot. This place is a giant mess. So I pull over to a part of the parking lot where people are driving, and I get out, and I go back, and I don't know how it popped open. Like, I don't know if there's a button I pressed or what. I don't drive Toyota Tundras very often. And I'm like, and there's a little pulley thing, so I gotta pull it down, close it, and I noticed that the right side didn't latch. I'm like, damn it. So open it, pop it up, slam it, left side latched, right side didn't latch. Damn it. Open it up, pop it, look at it. I don't see a problem. And I like do you know how when you're trying desperately to make something fit, like you put equal weight across the whole thing, and I'm trying to close it all down at once. Left side latched, right side didn't. I'm like, you know what? It's not gonna pop up. Fuck it, I don't care. So I'm like, right, get back in the thing. It's got gas to get me there. And I drive off, get to the highway. Traffic is backed up, so I'm doing like 30. Like, traffic finally breaks through. I start to speed up. And as soon as I hit 50 miles, as soon as I go one tick past 50 miles an hour, this truck starts going, and I'm like, so I slow down, and as soon as it gets back to 50, it stops. I'm like, what?
You just couldn't go over 50.
I was like, what is the, like, it's bad. And I'm like, what the hell? And I look down, and you know the little, like, tire pressure indicator on the dash?
Uh-huh.
It's not lit up. It's blinking. I'm like, that's almost certainly not good. So I call the boss. Hey, I just want to let you know, because I'm picking this up because there are customers coming to see it right now. I call him, I'm like, just so you know, I can't drive this thing over 50 miles an hour. He's like, why not? I'm like, because it goes, and he's like, I was like, but this tire indicator thing is blinking. I've never seen one blink before. It's probably something that's relatively quick to fix if it's just that, because it didn't sound like a flat tire, because I've had flat tires. That's the, you know, this is the whole thing. I keep doing that because it's funny. So he goes, well, I guess just, you know, stay in the right lane and drive slow. I was like, that was the plan. I hang up with him, and all of a sudden I realize, holy crap, it's hot in here. I look down at the AC. The AC's on 63, and the AC is on, and it's blowing warm air. And I'm like,
no.
That's almost certainly not good. I look over at the temperature gauge. This was like, hang up, damn it's hot, look down. Like, this was that fast. I look up at the temperature gauge. The temperature gauge is going, just moving upwards faster than any temperature gauge I've ever seen on any vehicle ever. And I'm like, that's almost certainly not good. And it just keeps going. I reach over and I turn off the AC, and it doesn't even slow down. I'm like, ah! And once it hits the top, I like pull over, stop, and go, call him back. He's like, yeah. What? Did the wheel fall off? I'm like, no. So here, let me tell you what happened. I told him what happened, and he's like, oh shit, that's not good. I was like, you think? He goes, wait, hold on. Wait, hang on. Let me call someone from Winston to come get you. I was like, that's good, because I haven't even gotten outside of the city of Winston yet. And so I hang up. I was talking to Cap, like at the time we were talking about Hearthstone, because the nerfs had just been revealed, and I think he'd just seen him, and he was asking about Shutterwalk. And so I'm like, by the way, I'm stranded on the side of the road. So anyway, about the Shutterwalk. And he's like, what? And in less than, so I put both windows down, you know, because every time a car goes by, you know, it's gonna give me a nice little breeze. And I'm just sitting there, and in less than 5 minutes, this car goes and like parks in front of me, and I was like, damn, that was fast. And it was the manager from Winston, like the used car manager. Apparently, he just happened to be on the highway and was about to like get off the highway, and he just got off, turned around, and came back my direction.
You lucky duck.
Right? I still had my, you know, to-go drink from Mexican food, you know. It was Mountain Dew. Just drinking it. And we get out. Like, I get out. He says, you know, leave the flashers on, put the keys in the door. I've got my tow guy. He's going to be here in like 30 minutes. I was like, sweet. So I leave. There, he leaves. I'm a bad passenger, like because I drive all the time. When someone else is driving, I tend to get nervous. I got real nervous with him driving because he was obviously in a hurry. Like, he just want to get back to work. Got to get back to work. But I had to go pick up this guy because this piece of crap vehicle. And so he was like angry speeding.
Oh dear.
So that was fun. I'm all clinched up in a ball, you know. And we get there, back to the dealership, and, you know, he gives me the key to the car that I took. And I'm like, thanks. Oh, God. He's like, what? I'm like, I don't have my tag. You know, the dealer tag, the license plate. He's like, where is it? I'm like, it's still in that truck. He goes, guess it's a good thing it's unlocked. I'm like, yeah, I'll just have to swing by and grab it. So I go back down to the back in the corner in the shack out back with Swamp Witch Hattie, and I find the vehicle that I drove there, and I get in, and it's got no gas, because it wasn't supposed to come back to Greensboro. And I'm like... So I go the wrong way, not towards the highway, the other way, because there's a gas station up there. Throw more of my own money into their car to get me back. Don't worry, they'll pay me back eventually. And then then I go back, and I'm like, oh God, it occurs to me, it's been enough time. The tow people might have picked up the truck. And so I'm like, now I have to hurry to try to get there before the damn thing gets towed, and then I don't have the tag. So now I'm driving without a tag. I'm completely illegally driving. And I managed to get, and I call my old man on the way, and I'm like, hey, guess what? He's like, what? I'm like, it's way too hot to be stranded on the side of the road. He's like, wait, what? But I get there, and there it is, and I park, and like, hop out, grab the tag, throw it in my car, and there happens to be a break in traffic right there, big enough for me to get out without a problem, which I did not expect. I expected having to sit there for like minutes. And it was like, oh, go, go, go. And I get back, and everyone's just grinning at me. I'm like, what? And they're like, having a good day? I'm like, eat a dick. Like, and the salesman waves me over, and he goes, hey, yeah, the driver just got here. I'm going to ask him. And he's like, dude, what happened? I'm like, does nobody talk to anybody around here? He's like, I mean, Jeff said something, but what happened? And I told him, and he goes... Jesus. I was like, do not try to sell this truck to these people. I'm just glad it happened to me and not a customer, because if it had been fine until he got in it with the customers, that'd have been bad. Not that I really care if they sell any vehicles ever, but, you know, the more they sell, the more they call me, and I can, you know, make the extra money they need to pay the rest of the bills. So yeah, I was stranded on the side of the road in a horrible piece of shit Toyota Tundra for a short period of time today, but long enough for me to feel completely gross. Like, I don't know if you're aware, it's damn near 90 out here in the South for some reason. Because in the beginning of freaking May. It's too early for it to be this hot. Like, we had winter, and then we got summer. We had like 3 days of spring. This is stupid. I hate it. But...
Isn't that how it usually is, though?
I don't know, probably.
I vaguely remember it being like that when I was out from externship.
No one's talking to you.
Hey! Excuse
You're ruining my story.
I'm sorry.
Not really. You're enhancing my story. But anyway, so that's what happened to me today. And this was all after eating too much Mexican food. So by the time I got back to the dealership, I was really tired. And I walked into the AC, and I thought I was going to doze off on the spot. I walked in, and the cool air hit me, and I went, ah, I'm upright. I better keep walking. So yeah, it was one of those days. But I just thought I'd share. It's the first time I've actually been stranded on the side of the road in the however many years I've been doing this. And I think it's probably like 4 or 5.
Nice.
Like I said, luckily, Home Skillet happened to be on the highway right then and just whipped around and came to get me. Otherwise, there's no telling how long I would have been sitting there because, here's a hint, no one in the car business is in a hurry for anything ever. So yeah, so I'm glad.
Seems like they just like to mosey.
Yeah, they do, yeah. It's ridiculous. So I hope you guys enjoyed my stupid little story, but that's what happened to me today. So yeah, I'm gonna go. We're gonna go shoot people in the face. Those of you watching this later on YouTube, you should totally go follow the Twitch channel, man. Cause me and Steph and Haley just signed on, and Bill's gonna be here later. We're gonna shoot fools in the face.
It'd be great.
See, she loves murdering people.
Good stress relief.
Don't let the sweet and innocent giggle fool you. She's like, die, bitch! It's gonna get dirty. It's okay, so bye, everybody. Hopefully you won't get stuck on the side of the road when it's damn near 90 in a piece of shit car that's not yours.